Berlin, the place to be for bright young entrepreneurs. A place that makes the hearts of business founders beat faster. We're at Quantune Technologies. This photonics company is making a splash with a groundbreaking idea.
The hero here is OSEC.
The world's first optically stable external cavity Quantum-Cascade laser.
It has been quite an adventure. The pandemic almost shut down the newborn startup. They lost their laboratory practically overnight.
It was mid-March, 2 p.m. on a Friday. Suddenly, we receive an email telling us that our laboratory keycards would stop working at midnight. It was COVID.
What a shock. We'd secured funding, found an angel investor, completed preliminary testing, and we're thinking, let's go. The rest of the night, we cleared everything out. 4 a.m., it was all in the living room of Jan's parents. They weren't home at the time and nice enough to let us stay there. Our crystal grinding machine, which was a converted record player, was sitting on the top of the bathtub.
The 3D printer was set up in the kitchen.
Indeed.
6 months would pass before they could leave the temporary arrangement.
My name is Kischkat. I'm one of the founders of Quantum Technologies.
Nikolaus Hahne, also one of the founders of Quantune Technologies. Altogether, there's 5 of us. The idea was to turn something really large into something really small.
What if it were possible to take the full analytical capability of one of the most powerful laboratory instruments with us, everywhere we go, in a module the size of our fingernail?
Not only the Leibinger Innovationspreis, but also the Oscar.
We're talking about smart diagnostic devices in miniature.
We took a complex optical system that requires optical components, mirrors, diffraction grating, large devices with air spaces, all of which need to be aligned with great precision. We took this optical system and put this complexity into semiconductor components.
Stable, high-performance lasers and photoacoustic components combined with microelectronics, a key technology for countless applications. One example is a painless and non-invasive method for measuring blood sugar levels by fingerprint.
This type of laboratory spectrometer is used to determine the molecular composition of substances with great accuracy.
To measure biomarkers directly in the body, for instance. Biomarkers are molecules. Glucose is an example of a biomarker that people are familiar with.
The goal is to develop a highly precise infrared spectrometer that fits around the wrist.
We want to give healthy people the possibility to find out how their bodies work, what to eat to stay healthy, what needs to be adjusted so that they can make changes before they get sick.
OSEC is able to detect the smallest traces of substances with high accuracy. This also holds a huge potential for many industrial applications. For example, improving food safety.
A decisive step, the assembly of our laser. Our laser chips are pre-assembled on an electronics platform and then mounted on this alignment platform here. The alignment tolerances of our optical components enable assembly by modern pick-and-place machines. This opens the door for mass production.
The developers poured their hearts and know-how into the new technology. It really helps having a strong team where everyone has something to contribute.
Jan is just like a Great Dane. When he gets his teeth into something, he refuses to let go and pursues his goal to the end, no matter the obstacles.
Well, if I am a Great Dane, he is a locomotive.
During this, sleep often gets neglected, especially mine, as you can see by the bags underneath my eyes, because my children are very young. So he had the idea of keeping me going by giving me a sleeping mask. Since the sleeping mask alone wasn't much help, I also got a cot for the office. You could say we work a lot.
It was a nice idea, but we haven't gotten any more sleep. It's never been used.
The dream of a small laser that can cover a large molecular range. They made it come true.
This is a standard laboratory instrument used for molecular analysis, 50 to 150,000 euros. Technologically, the most difficult and complicated step was the jump from that to our first demonstrator. It showed that the technology does work. Our next step was to miniaturize from this to this. We shrank it by about half. The current module is about this big. This is the latest version, and the laser is right here in the middle between the lenses.
By the end of this year, they want to have a fully functional prototype to enable the first industrial pilot applications. An important milestone on an ambitious roadmap.
Jan's adventurous. Jan always says yes. Any crazy idea, anything that could possibly work, Jan always says yes.
Nikolaus is a great role model. The emotional intelligence that he contributes every day has taught me a great deal. Without it, all of this would never have worked. To the future.
To the future.